Welcome back. And now we're having a look at the final ones of the Ronnie Barker's series. So first we're going to have a look at this one, what was a short-lived series called Clarence. And this was all about Clarence, who is a delivery driver, but he was blind as a bat. So we got episode 1. While British celebrates King George V coronation, short-sighted removal man Clarence Slade has a job to do, but his poor vision doesn't stop him finding love with servant Jane Travers. That's episode 1. There's the pictures of them. And for episode 2, Clarence is keen that he and Travis gets married, even though they are only just met. Not wishing to rush Trevor suddenly to trade positions of living together in her late auntie's cottage. So for the next one, Trevina makes the bed up on the floor and for Clarence, but she's got a surprise. And following morning, after he's noticed visits to the outside laboratory. Later, the vicar's mum visits and receives an unusual greeting from Clarence. So there he is. So this was only 3 on this one, and next the last, because there was only 6 episodes, and this is the next ones. So episode 4, Clarence traps the overgrown garden around the cottage, but takes a mass of plants, some beans. Afterwards, his handiwork, but the chickens run prey to be a disaster. And episode 3, Trevine sends Clarence down to the local labour exchange to look for regular work, but her fiancé causes a major stick when he returns home after his first day on his new position. And that was episode 5. And episode 6, which is the final one, as Clarence and True prepare to get married, the couple take up new employment looking after an elderly lady. However, Clarence's poor vision is the cause of the worry situation when he takes the fellow old widow on a rare jaunt. So there he is, because without his glasses he couldn't see, and his glasses was not very good for him. So for our next one is the Magnificent Evans, and this is these two were short-lived series. So for episode 1, the photographer and self-genius Franklin Evans has a bit of turn of phrase that cost him critical crisis and money, but his manner does a little to swallow the development and his fiancée Rachel. Episode 2, a shortage of sugar for Evans' cup of tea reveals a poor state of his fiancée. he does a little to attract new business when he decides the harmony of two ballroom dancers. So episode 3, Evan's last business adventure sees him bankroll Bushro out into the tourist trade with a plan to attract visitors to the area with a wild bear ball hunt. The fact that such beasts no longer roam free in Wales produced only a temporary hitch. So it's set in Wales and that. And this is the first 3. And then we have our next 3. So this was only a 6-part series. So for our next one, Rachel is unimpressed when Evans pays far too much attention to the mother of a talent contest winner, instead to continue on taking a photo of the young vocalist for the local paper. Now, episode 5, after Rachel accidentally makes a winning bid for a mirror at an auction, Eva tries to send the item to a press buy. Later, William does a warn to the assessed in a photo shot on the river. So, final episode, Evans is transfixed by the sight of Rachel's in a wedding dress and regards no passion to set a date for their nuptials, but the painful injury to his bridegroom means he needs to remain seated for the ceremony. So this is where it is, and that's the end of it. So next, I've got 3 more, 7 episodes. This is 7 and 1, and these are short ones. You got these was ideas what came out with some of the series. So the first one is Open All Hours, then The Prison and Escort, The Old Man, The Spin of 8, and this is that one, and the back of them. And then for our next one, the next one, Another Fine Mess, One Man Must Meet, I Fly You to the Quarter. And there we go. And there's another man's mess was like that, a pair of Laurel and Hardy impersonators get into a spot of bother when they help a drunken lady who staggers by the side of the road. Things go from bad to worse for her husband to come home. So these were, and there was a bonus one on the Christmas night with the Stars 1972. And this is where I end my little talk about Ronnie Barker and his TV series and his all these different shows that he's made over the years. So I hope you enjoy this look down of Ronnie Barker's successful shows and that. And I'll bid you a fond farewell for this end of his talk and that. And I'll say goodbye for now and take care.